Here we are in downtown Troy, New York in October of 2011, and we're right in front of the Uncle Sam Wilson statue. And as you can see, it's dedicated to Uncle Sam Wilson, who was a real person. Uncle Sam, born in what is now Arlington, Massachusetts in 1766. He, as a young boy, was a courier for the Committees of Safety under Joseph Warren. His father and brothers were at Bunker Hill. His father was also one of the men who was involved with the Tea Party, the original Tea Party, dressing up as an Indian and dumping tea into Boston Harbor. They later settled in Mason, New Hampshire, where you'll find the Uncle Sam House. It's still standing. It's a privately owned museum owned by friends of mine, the Moreaus, and he and his brother came out to Troy to make their fame and fortune. And you see the statue has a barrel and it has bricks, and the barrel was the meatpacking business, and that's how he became got his namesake. The bricks, he was a brick maker and got in the meatpacking business, and he was very much beloved by his neighbors and his colleagues and those who worked for him. He and his brother were very popular individuals. He was a devout Christian, very active in the church here in Troy, which is still standing. I believe still exists. A Baptist church down the street here. And there was the governor of New York was on inspecting the meat packing. War of 1812 had broken out, and Uncle Sam got a contract with the government, and on the meat packing, on the barrel here, the barrels, he would put U.S. And in those days, U.S. was not, the United States did not have initials U.S. And one of his former employees was involved in showing the governor and his entourage around, and when they saw the barrels, his former workers said, "Oh, that's U.S., that stands for Uncle Sam Wilson." And that caught on, and that's how he became the symbol of our country. So I encourage you, I've done other videos on Uncle Sam. I've done a walking tour of the Uncle Sam house in Mason, New Hampshire, and the Postal Museum in Sonoma, California. And you can there's several books about Uncle Sam, and there's also a short movie clip that was done in the early 60s. And here in this statue was brought to you by a number of folks here in the Troy area. Veterans for Uncle Sam. There's an Uncle Sam Foundation, and they hope to have an Uncle Sam Park and really help to put this not only Troy, but how to get more people to know who Uncle Sam is. A lot of folks have no idea who Uncle Sam is. Sam Wilson, one of the prime movers for the incorporation of Troy from village to a city. And what we see here on the back here, we see Troy citizen, America's uncle. The big thing is not what happens to us in life, but what we do about what happens to us. One of his quotes. And what we have here. So Uncle Sam was sort of personified how a great America could be. A man from humble beginnings, had a great love of his country, and became quite successful through hard work and enterprise. And with that, we want to thank you for watching.